Shout out to Corey Pan Art or Payne Art that did this. You could look him up on Instagram. He did this great mural of Nipsey Hussle. Um, I didn't really want to be on the whole bandwagon of just doing videos about Nipsey Hussle, but this is about Nipsey Hussle, but even more about his legacy and basically what we should do. I said this to someone recently. I'm like, you know what would be really grand? If we don't just stop looking for people as far as leaders and all that and emulate what they do. The whole thing with Nipsey and even Big U, his big homie, um, from the Rolling 60s. Watch a lot of Big U's interviews, and even as much as I can't stand what DJ Vlad does, watch those videos with him and watch the videos with Nipsey as well on any of the the platforms that they've been on talking about what they do. The thing is, I'm digging the fact that there is gang truces, but I remember this happening in 1992 as well, um, after the riots. Not to say that I don't have any hope in it, I do, but let's keep the momentum up. It's all about hood unity between all the neighborhoods, and no matter what gang you claim or whatever. We should not only just make this into an event, make this into a movement that will last. Nipsey's whole legacy was all about that. You know, for every one of Nipsey, there should be like everyone that he's inspired taking up the same mantle as far as like empowering yourselves, empowering the very community that you're a part of. You know, he wanted that for us. He wanted that for all black people for sure. You know, get involved in a lot of the things that are economically savvy. I have to learn myself when it comes to certain things in that nature, you know. Um, but I think for every one of what he or Big U is, and when it comes to building the economy, there should be at least, I'm going to say the minimum of 30 people. You know, this young man had a vision, even from a very young age. You know, it's one thing to, I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from South Los Angeles County, and it's just like I've grown up with people that were in gangs, but I also have seen how they've been able to, I guess the term is transform instead of reform, into other positive things. This can happen, you know, but take note from what Nipsey was representing when it came to the economy, and don't let Marathon just be something to look at. Be that Marathon. That says a whole lot for that name too. Be that Marathon. You're in this race to win. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. I don't want to do posts just to get, views or whatever. But this is something about him, and not only about him, but about us and what we do to not only keep his legacy alive, but to keep our legacy alive as far as being economically savvy, and not only economically savvy for ourselves, but for our communities that are out there. He gave back more than cats even realize, man, and just trying to pull people up to where he was, man, and getting people to think, not just look up to him, but to think in the same, to think as an ally in the same way of just like saying, hey, look at all these opportunities that we can get involved with, the cryptocurrency, the the assets that, of economic wealth that we need to build up to pass on to the next, of our kin. I hope you guys are understanding me. There's a lot of things that are being talked about. Some people are just using this as an opportunity to get attention. No, let's use this as an opportunity to not only look at what this brother did, but to take on what this brother did for the next generation and to pass that on to them and so they could pass it on to others. This is seriously something definitely serious, you guys. You know, the day that I walked by Marathon, I mean, you didn't even have to go in because I haven't been in. I've driven by it and walked by it and wanted to check it out. And I'm still going to when everything dies down, you know. Um, but even walking by it, you get that. I felt so cool, like just even being in that presence because, you know, you know what went into it and you know the person, you know of the person and what came out of just him and his hard work and what he was doing. It made me smile hearing the oldies and stuff coming out of that place. And it's just like, wow, this guy is really like doing it, you know? And it just made me just proud of him, you know, and just because I've listened to interviews by this dude and Big U, his big homie, you know. You know what? And yeah, when I heard about what happened, my heart sunk. I didn't even know him. You know, I've hung around that area. I've hung, like at Lemert or just even around that area, just getting food or going to the place that I get to get my oils and all that. But man, you know, I didn't know him, but it's like I lost one of my homies, because of just knowing what this brother put into the community and his love for the community and just wanting us to be better, you know? And it was real. It wasn't just for him, it was for everybody, you know? And the fact that, he was working with not only rappers on some building stuff, but just people that weren't even involved in the entertainment industry, man. Enough respect to Nipsey Hussle. But the thing is, you guys, as much as we dig what he did, it's up to us to take on that mantle. We need to be doing this stuff, you know? Anyways, I have probably a lot more to say, but it's better that I just let you guys think about what's being said. And if I'm not understood, please let me know. Peace and blessings to you guys. God bless. Besame abo wal man fas kadus ahadu amlak amin.